Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's now 11:30. We're going to move back on our agenda. We're under commissioner discussion. Our first item is an action item, which is the meeting minutes of October 19th. Everybody get a chance to read those? So I'd entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion that we approve the meeting minutes of October 19th.
And I'll second. Any more discussion? Sherry, you good with the minutes?
Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
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 I don't know when the end date is.
Oh, it's
Okay, great.
Okay, our next action item is to approve the Valley County Wildfire Protection Plan, which I hope everybody got a chance to read.
Printed it off, Mr.
You haven't
Chairman.
printed, okay. It's a pretty large document, lots of stuff to read, but it's worth reading, kind of see what's happened and what's going on in the future. So I'd entertain a motion to approve that. Doug has not printed it off, but once you get it printed off, I'm assuming I can sign it then, or we can all sign it, however he sets it up. Pat, here are these.
Let me get there.
I know, treasure actually. This is for the B5.
So the Valley County Wildfire, I'm trying to get to it right now, but my question there, so have you guys ever put that into the emergency plan for the county? I mean, is there exit routes in there? And I know that Stephanie had talked about going ahead and doing something as far as an exit strategy for.
Doug, you know, I don't think we ever have,
It
because we
never
never
has.
had one until now. She's been with us 15 years, that's amazing. Seems like just a few years back.
Is this the Valley County CWPP?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember bringing this up and looking at it, but I apologize. Yeah, it was too large to preview. We had to download it. Did you guys ever get it open?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would move to approve the Valley County Wildfire Protection Plan.
Second,
I'll second that.
moved in second. Any more discussion?
I couldn't open it. Yeah, that's okay.
You couldn't open it?
No, I've looked at it.
You guys want to table this until you get a chance to open it and look at it?
No, I'm good.
Sure, it's fine, but yeah, I remember opening it. I think I did it at home. It's just, I can't seem to get it open right now, but
I can't get anything working.
I'll make sure that we have,
I
I
would,
really want to look for exit avenues in our mitigation plan.
and what I would do is text Steph Hubbard, send you one different in a PDF format or something like that. See what she can do, or even a hard copy. So we have a motion second. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, I'm gonna just step out and go get that document for you to sign.
Okay, we got 13 minutes till our next agenda item.
I did finally get it opened. I will save this as a PDF, and that might make it easier. Nope, won't even let me
Pat,
save
you
it.
do anything fun this weekend?
Picked up about 10 yard bags worth of leaves in this little place over here. The wind blew up everybody else's leaves down the street and it ended up in our lawn. It's crazy.
This north wind, I'll tell you what, it's tough.
Yeah.
I hate it when the wind gets out of the north because it just blows right through my house. I don't know why, but it just seems to. Cold. You go outside and everything's cold.
Yeah. Craig had Friday off, so he came up Friday morning and he cut the insulation when he put it underneath the skirting so that in the summertime, he could knock that little piece of insulation down and get the venting going in the house. So he put the little spots back up and got the sink.
I do
So
not.
it's not leaking anymore in the kitchen. So.
Yeah, that stuff- that insulation underneath those things is pretty darn important.
It makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't insulated the first years. I mean, it had insulation underneath, but not around the skirting and.
What I do is I have one underneath my kitchen sink, and why they put a vent under a kitchen sink, that's not a very good thing to do in my
No.
house. But my sink is on the east side, so we get the morning sun and all that. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I close it all up with foam insulation, and then I go get a bale of straw, and I wrap it in plastic,
Uh-huh.
tape it all up, and then I set that over the whole thing. That changes that whole,
Oh, I bet.
the issue is it draws the mice.
Uh-huh.
Pretty soon, there's about 1 billion mice living in that little bale of hay all winter. And then they start coming into your house.
Yeah,
So there's pluses and minuses, but
yeah. The critters.
I
We have,
remember,
like, 3 cats around
Oh.
somebody's cats around there, so that's really nice. In both places,
yeah,
people around us have cats, so. We
My-
had in our camper, it had one of those outside showers. And, you know, we trimmed or cut down the tree and didn't think anything of it, put some branches up against, they were kind of next to the camper, and those little buggers, there was one of them, he crawled up the branch, got up inside of the shower, and then got into the camper. We never found him, we didn't get a trap, so he must have gotten back out and the cat got him. Because we never, you know, it's just that one thing, but we never put branches up against that bumper again.
yep.
Yeah.
One of my big jobs every year in the middle of winter time, what Dad would make me do is go out and throw snow up against the side of the house,
Mhm.
all the way around. Especially when we started getting close to the 45, 50 below stuff.
Right.
I would bank it up the side of my house and just bury that up 4 or 5 feet. It was a lot of damn work, you know? But one year, the first year we were married, it was a winter, it was just like this, no snow, got super cold, and it froze our drain field.
Oh, no.
We had to move out. We had to move to Horseshoe Bend and live there all winter because I had no septic in my house.
Oh,
It was just concrete. We dug down to it, and it was just 4-inch solid chunk ice. So,
So what have you done so you don't have that again?
well, now I know on a winter like this, if I getting kind of snow, I just bank it up on my drain field.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do. You can use a little blower, walk behind blower, just blow it all over on top of that drain field. And
Yeah,
get that much snow on it, then you're pretty safe. But
yeah,
man, it'll freeze water lines down 3 feet, 4
Yeah.
feet.
yeah.
You got that issue to deal with.
Well, especially when you're really cold and there's no insulation like that.
Now, I know a lot of those cabins up on Payette Lake that, you know, they were built in whatever 30s and they have almost no insulation in them. And they have the same thing. It's like if you don't get snow on them, they don't insulate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They were used to having snow up against them, and now that we don't want to get quite as much snow as we used to, they freeze up a lot more.
Yeah,
Come up here and freeze to death.
yeah, whenever there's snow, I try to pile it against the house as best I can up here. It does help.
Oh, it helps a lot.
Mhm.
Yep. A couple of feet on your roof helps too, but you just don't want it to get too deep.
Yeah, I don't know what we have a pretty good snow load on that place, because when we had all that snow, was that February, and it just dumped and dumped, it didn't hurt it at all.
You can tell because inside a house or any house, pretty soon you can't get doors open.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you can't get them closed after you get them open. You know, okay, we better go shovel the roof off because
Right,
it's starting
right.
to smash down the walls. But
We have, Sherry, I don't think that's the one, I think it's this one back here.
yeah, that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, that's for air.
Wait a minute, you just turned something on.
That was the air conditioner.
Air conditioning.
So what is it?
It's over there for the, spaceport.
So Cinda had asked for a copy of that wildland protection, and she was told she'd only get it after we approved it. That should have been all reviewed by
Really?
building code and by planning and zoning. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me at all.
Well, now we can get a tour now. And if they find something, then we'll bring it back. Huh, that's kind of a different attitude.
Yeah, there should be definitely a good link between that and our zoning ordinance.
Yeah, it's amazing the number of people that are getting letters right now for their fire insurance.
Do you still have that other card?
I'm sorry? Yes. This is for after, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna mail it to him.
But people are saying, I'm so sorry for your loss.
He passed away last week.
I hadn't heard that. I just asked Dave how.
Who's that?
Dave's dad. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Your dad passed?
He
I
did.
didn't know that. Oh, I'm
Sorry to
so
hear that,
sorry.
it happens to all of us.
It does, for sure.
That sucks. I'm not looking forward to that day at all.
Yeah, now the challenge is, do you have a service for everybody or just the family, or how do you do this?
You know, as I say, we're doing the service tomorrow and we're keeping it really small.
My mom, when she died last February, we just family owned. So we didn't want to give everybody COVID.
Right.
Nobody got COVID from it, thank God. But
Okay, thank you. When do you guys talk about your committee, update on committees and stuff? Because I haven't seen on the agenda for a while.
update on which
Once a
boards we
month.
serve on?
Uh-huh.
We usually do that in January.
Have you
No.
been doing- okay, month?
Oh, the monthly
We do it every
update.
month.
Oh,
We just
oh.
had him change it to monthly.
I just
He was
haven't
doing
seen
it every
for a
other
while.
week, so I think it'll probably be next week or the week
Okay.
after.
Sure, do you know if we got the, any traction on the badges for our janitorial folks?
I have not heard.
Yes,
They haven't.
yeah,
They
they
have.
have,
Say,
they
'cause
got it
didn't
done.
have them when I emailed, oh, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah, they all have them now, and they've locked down that janitorial closet, so we're not losing stuff, so that all got squared away last week. Or,
Yeah, I probably should have told you, they've been keeping me in that loop.
Well, I was gonna say, I had emailed, David earlier in the week, I think Tuesday. And he said they hadn't done it at that point.
yeah, no, it's taken care of.
I think that was
They closed the ticket
Friday. Yeah, Friday they closed that ticket, got it done. So. Want this back?
Yeah, things are better in that arena.
Yeah.
So, that's good.
I'm letting Stephanie know that that needs to go through P and Z and building department for future. That plan, Cinda hasn't seen it.
I don't know
It's
about the
referenced in our.
Building department, but it would be P and Z.
Yeah, but building codes also need to be referenced. With Firewise type stuff, and some of those areas, we need to look at how that impacts the WUI and stuff.
The other issue, remember when she came in, that there are people that are doing these forests or their plans for the development. And they're kind of doing it for free now. And we thought at the time that this is going to create some employment. So somebody could do that for a living. I'll come in and do a Firewise plan for your house for.
Yeah,
and
That's what Stephanie was
they're kinda
talking
doing it
about
for
last
free
week.
now, and I'm surprised that somebody hasn't jumped on that. 'Cause there's an opportunity there for a whole career.
Yeah, maybe somebody doesn't know that it's out there even.
Well, and I would assume that whoever's doing it has got to be certified to be able to do these plans. 'Cause
There's a lot of people moving into this area right now with skills that we need in the county desperately bad. It's really interesting to me what kind of people are moving in.
Yeah, I met a guy the other day, you'll be interested in this, moving into Round Valley. He retired as a building inspector. And he says, I'm kind of looking for some part-time work. And I said, I'm going to put that in my memory bank. If we get jammed up next year, we'll give you a call. Older guy, can't think of his name, of course. So that might be a possibility to take some of the heat off you if we get up 400 or 500 building permits next year.
It's not.
600, maybe 700.
That's not funny, but it might be factual. Building costs are finally coming down for the first time, we actually saw a decrease in costs instead of an increase.
Oh,
A
that's
long
nice.
time.
What's concrete done through all this concrete foundations, all that stuff?
I can't, I don't even know.
What's a yard of concrete now? $100?
No, it's a lot more than that. It's
Is it
double that, I
really?
think.
Hmm.
I can find out for you, but
You talked about Firewise, isn't, there's pamphlets and stuff out there about Firewise, isn't there?
Yeah, little things like that, how to make, but I was telling these guys, my Connie Don just got a thing from their insurance company. We're not gonna insure you unless you clear back 100 feet from your house. So they hired the guy to come in and take all the trees out, push stuff around, dig up the stumps, and it was $5,000 to make it Firewise where the insurance would do it. And they wanted them to fly it with a drone and video it and send that to the insurance company. Oh, wow. Whenever he get us back on, Doug.
We are still on, Mr. Chairman. Yes, sir. We're good to go.
Okay, we're gonna move on down to our agenda. Our next agenda item is a service awards presentation by our HR Director, Pat Duncan.
Actually, it's finance team chairman, but
You got your camera?
I do. I'm that.
Okay, Annette, come on up to the front.
I give me dirty looks, I know it, but.
how many years is this?
15.
15 years,
Sorry, Dan.
and you get the grand prize.
Yeah, cool.
We'll shake hands and then we'll do the.
There we go. All
You
right.
want to be in the
Got
background?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been great to see you all.
Photo bomb.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you should.
Yay, we love you, yay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doug, for the impact fee ordinance.
You're very welcome.
So at this time, we are done with our agenda until 1 o'clock. So we're going to shut the cameras off and we'll see everybody back at 1.